Hi, my amazing artists. This is Miss Golestani. Today, we're gonna make a beach scene collage for our seascape that we made last week. So before moving forward, I just want to ask you if you remember 3 layers that we have in a landscape. That is right. Foreground, things which are very close to us. Middle ground, things which are in the middle. And background is the layer which is far, far from us with less details. Before we start our project, let me introduce you to a famous artist named Vincent van Gogh. He was a Dutch artist and he was famous for his beautiful and bold colors and lovely brush strokes. Let's see if we can find these 3 layers in Vincent's paintings. Are you ready? Let's go! This is one of the famous paintings done by Vincent, and the name of this piece is Starry Night. What is in the foreground in this work? That is right, the big trees. Yes, and what is in the middle ground in this work? Yes, probably the town, the city, all those houses, right? Or the village. And the background of this work, yes, it's obviously the starry night back there and the mountains that you can see back there, which are dark blue. These are all in the background and they are very far from us. How about this painting? Can you tell me what is in the foreground in this painting? Okay, in the foreground we have some like bushes and small short trees, things like that, with like lighter green in color. In the middle ground, however, we have, what do we have in middle ground? Yes, big trees, very tall trees. They are in the middle of this landscape scene. And then if I want to tell you what is in the background, I would say, yes, that is right. The purplish blue mountain in the bottom, those like white pinkish clouds, and also the sky, and I even can see the moon, right? So all those things are in the background. They are very far from us. In our last week's project, in our last video, we made a middle ground and a background for our seascape, right? We made the ocean and also we created a nice drawing for the background for the sky and the sun. Today we are going to make the foreground for this project. So foreground, the closest scene, which is the sandy beach, all those toys, and also any type of animals that you can find on the beach, you can add them also. Okay, let's get started. For this project, for making the beach, we need 2 colored papers. I use light brown and orange. You can use any colors which represents the color of sand. You also can color your own white paper if you don't have these colors. We need scissors, pencil, glue stick, and all you need to do is to fold your paper from the long side, fold your brown paper from the long side in half. We call it hot dog fold, and then we are going to use just half of this paper, okay? And then same thing for your other color paper. Fold it in half and cut it from the middle, and then start ripping your papers, half papers that you made. And when you're ripping the paper, you are creating a very organic, uneven edge to your paper, which is going to represent the surface of the sandy beach. And right now, I am just overlapping them and I am gluing them down on top of each other. I'm using glue stick. And I'm gluing my both papers on the bottom of my other artwork that I made last week. So your beach will come on the bottom of your seascape. For the next part, drawing your animals, you need these tools, art supplies. So here I'm going to show you how to draw and then cut some animals and beach toys on white piece of paper. First you need a big piece of paper, fold it. As you can see, I'm folding it in half once and then fold it again twice and then fold it again for 3 times. Open your folded paper. Now you have 8 small sections. Cut one section and fold that section in half, and then I'm showing you how to draw a crab. So put 2 dots on 2 sides and connect your dots with a curved line. Add eyes and mouth. Add 3 curved lines on each side and then make them thicker. Add 2 curved lines on top and turn it into claws for your crab. The next step would be to trace over your pencil marks with either a black marker or a black Sharpie if you have one. If you don't worry. Then erase all the pencil marks and color your crab with any color you like. I am coloring in between the legs with brown, which is the color of the beach somehow, because I don't want to cut in between the legs. It's too hard and I want to keep my work simple. And start filling out any white spaces around your crab, because we don't want to see any whites around the crab when we glue it down onto our beach. So right now I just glue down the crab, and it's time for me to draw my second animal, which is a seagull. So for drawing a seagull, I'm starting by the helicopter move. So I'm moving around my pencil and landing it onto my white paper to make something more like an oval. Whenever I'm happy with that, I'm gonna make that oval darker. Smaller size oval for the head, a triangle shape for the beak, circle for the eye, 2 straight lines for legs, curved line for the wing, and for the tail it's more like a rectangle which is overlapped by the oval. Trace over all the pencil lines that you like and you want to keep with black Sharpie. So I'm not gonna trace over the neckline, and I'm making some changes when I'm tracing my lines. I'm not even tracing the legs. Actually, I'm gonna cut them out and I'm gonna redraw them on the background paper. It's easier. I'm erasing all the pencil lines underneath my Sharpie, and then I will start coloring the seagull. So seagulls are white. They have like some patterns of gray or some dark colors on their bodies, and their beaks are usually shiny, warm color like yellow, orange. So for those like gray areas, you either can use a gray marker or a gray crayon. My seagull is ready. I'm gluing it down and I draw 2 legs for my seagull. Now I'm going to use another piece of white paper that I made, and I am going to make a sand bucket. 2 dots on 2 sides, connect them with 2 curved lines, and then turn it into a shape more like a cylinder, and then trace over your pencil lines with a black Sharpie or a marker if you want to. My bucket is full of sand. This is why I'm drawing some curvy lines inside, and I'm coloring it with sand color brown. Color your bucket with marker or crayons or color pencils, whatever you have available. Here I'm gonna draw a shovel. Okay, after gluing down my bucket, shovel, and also my other things, I'm gonna just add some curvy lines using my brown marker, or you can use your crayons or oil pastel to add some texture and feeling to your sand. So as you can see, I put some lines, horizontal lines side to side on my sand. Now I'm gonna draw a beach ball. So I'm using a bottle cap as a tracer, and then all I need to do is to trace over my pencil lines and color it in. And if you want, you can add some designs and glue it onto your artwork. Okay, my seascape is done. I added the foreground, I have my middle ground and the background. Go ahead, make your own and have fun.